guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast. With Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac.
Acknowledge me.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown, featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got two words for you.
It's a shameful thing, you've lost your head. A careless man who could wind up dead. You wear your sin like it's some kind of prize. Too many lies, too many lies. Oh,
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
What's good, everybody? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Three Bells Podcast. It's our Monday Night Raw recap. And it's Thanksgiving week. And that's the wrong button. So that's one for me. And it's also Survivor Series week. We have a jam-packed week. We have a lot to talk about for tonight. And it's me, your homie Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the Eastern York section of the Three Bells Podcast table. Never here alone. I am always here chilling with the homies. See him right over there? That's Mundo, CEO. See that guy over there? That's our Tuesday night NXT guy, Triple J. Fellas, Mundo, Triple J, what's going on?
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. Drop it. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. A.K.A. himself, and happy Monday. It is the beginning of the week all over again. And guys, did you notice something different? Do I sound a little bit better today than I did last week in general? I think I sound a little bit better, right? Man, I can't wait to talk about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw because, I mean, there was some deep stuff in there, man, that we need to talk about. I don't mind watching it again. Triple J, what's going on? What's up?
It's your boy, Main Event Triple J, now here live on YouTube. Happy Monday, everybody. Oh, what an amazing Monday Night Raw we just had. I can't wait to talk about it. Hopefully you people out there could join us and talk to us as well about it. Fellas, let's have a good one.
I love this song. This is the legend Sheamus original theme song. Love it. Anyway, let's not waste no more time. Mundo, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Triple J. Nice. Triple J, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, if you're ready, hopefully everybody out there is ready. Let's do it. Let's get it for this is the Three Bells Podcast, everybody. All right, so before we start, I'm just going to go straight to our chat board. It's already lit up. So tonight we have Chris. Not Christopher, but Chris. What's going on, Chris? How are you? Hope all is well. Hope you had an awesome weekend. He says, of course, he has to show love to his girls, Bailey, Dakota Kai, even though we didn't see her today, and Io Sky. Shout out to Chris.
Bailey? Isn't this Raw? Bailey's not on Raw.
Look who else is here. It's the homie LeBron. I am _L. He's our homie that you will catch every Friday on that end of the table. He says, y'all sound better. Clear. The picture looks great. Shout out to LeBron. And yeah, Triple J especially should look awesome because he has a new toy. He's using his new toy, courtesy of his sister. Gotta love Sylvie. Shout out to Sylvie.
Yes. Thank you, sis.
look good, sound good. Muno looks good, sound good. And me, buzzing in the middle here. I'm just hanging on to a string. This one right here. Anyway, let's not waste no time. We already know what's going on. Let's go straight to our first conversation with our current World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. For he is joined in the ring by Jackie Redmond. Welcome back, Jackie.
She's back. Welcome back.
Yes, Jackie is back. And they have her ring. She's doing an in-ring promo. Okay, what is that? Why did that happen? Okay, because I got to press this. Okay, here we go. So she's in the ring doing an interview with Gunther. And she says, before we continue, can I show you this? It was the footage from last week. Remember when he went and sucker punched Priest as he was sitting down? But however, Priest got the upper hand and he managed to reverse it. So I guess she was basically asking, like, why did he do that? And that video just finished playing, and we're going to catch up with them now after that video was played. There's no need for us to play it back. Catch you on last show if you want to check it out.
Gunther, listen, your time in WWE has been nothing if not dominant. But ever since a rare loss to Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel, it feels like we've seen a different side of you. In fact, Damian Priest says you are no longer the confident champion we saw break records and whose reputation is quite literally rooted in almost never losing. Gunther, what's your response to what Damian had to say?
The man all of a sudden doesn't want to talk? Come on.
Here comes Damian.
Know how easy it's going to be for you.
Sorry.
By all means, don't let me interrupt you. Tell the world what you're going to do at Survivor Series. Let us know how easy it's going to be for you.
Yeah, tell him why you're mad. Tell him why you're mad, son. Tell him why you're mad. There we go.
Show him why you from Uptown.
No? Nothing? I figured. Whoa, Senora Redmond. Before you go, pass that microphone to Gunther. Let the champ talk. Because I want to see if he grew a set this week and say something to my face.
You know, I don't know if it's because he's been doing it more or it's because of the situation on how Priest is like, he's really mastering, you know, his mic skills.
Now, I see your face.
Such an improvement.
I know you're out here and you want us to believe that the old Gunther is back. But you and I both know that
he never left.
You used to have this aura, man, like this killer vibe. I mean, you would step in this ring and you would say anything you want to anybody. And they wouldn't dare make a move on you. I don't know what happened. Maybe the pressure of being champ got to you.
Maybe.
I guess I know something about being champ. I guess something about having that pressure. Matter of fact, I want it back. But you've had a lot of accomplishments in your life. I know why you're the way you are right now. Why all of a sudden you can't talk, why you can't act right. It's because in your life, you've never had to deal with a problem like me.
Tell him.
Our Survivor Series, this problem is taking that championship.
See?
You know what's wild to me? I wonder what happens to Gunther after Survivor Series. What happens to the ring general when he loses to a guy from the street?
Street trash, as he called it?
Oh, my bad. This is your time. This is your interview time. By all means, the floor is yours. Talk away.
Don't tell me he's angry. Hey, look at Priest. He's just like making fun of him. He's just.
Oh, he hits him with the mic.
Wow, he finally hits him, huh?
Never take your eyes off the ring, General. Especially when he's cornered.
He didn't do this last week.
In the build-up to this showdown,
The way the mic
was
went doink.
winning the mental warfare, but now Gunther getting the best of him.
Okay, a
So much he could take.
total difference from last week.
Gunther's got some street fighting chops of his own, it would seem. And Damian Priest now finds himself in a whole world of trouble.
Clothesline from Gunther. I'm letting this play because something awesome happens.
Snapping on Damian Priest, and now he's coming over on our announce desk. Oh, he's clearing it off.
They didn't even give him 10
This is
minutes.
going a step
Right,
further
and
than
they're already
anybody
going for the tables. I
anticipated as
love
the
it.
officials are coming
Love
out
it.
From ringside. Oh, and Priest right to the post. And now right hand after right hand.
See,
from the
he
soon
keeps
to be
forgetting
world
that
heavyweight
Priest is
champion.
a quick recuperator. He recuperates very fast, very quick.
Right through the table goes the world heavyweight champion.
How do you throw a grown-ass big man like that
Over your head.
over your head? Like, that's amazing to me.
Smashing Gunther
That is amazing.
through the table and now standing over him with his own belt.
And look how he just stands over him.
Like when Razor Ramon did it, he did it
This
more
man
with
Gunther
a
has seemed
drop
invincible.
instead of a throw.
Right. He just clearly threw him. Like, that takes some strength, man. And Gunther's not a small dude. Like, that's a big dude.
Oh yeah, that man tipping almost 300 pounds.
That was amazing, man. That was absolutely amazing. I mean, so two things. I remember, Mundo, you was talking about what The Undertaker was saying about how people are starting to look at him more as a good guy because people are starting to like him more. And it seemed like last week he was kind of angling towards that way. But now we see this right here. This is a total 180 of what we saw last week. But do you think that still falls into play? That people are continuing to like Gunther so much that it's like no matter what he does, he's still going to get people to love him because of who he is. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, I mean, you could be like the crowd's favorite and still be a bad guy, yes?
Yeah, I think it's kind of too late. I mean, he was a champion for for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's too late for him to get out of that. Yeah. At this point, it's just we're in a time that's weird. That like Seth said when I read to y'all a few weeks ago, there's no real heels on the show. On either show, it's like you got Solo, who's trying to be a heel, but his record kind of holds him back from being believable enough.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's like Gunther was the only other actual heel. But it's like that they made him such a likable bad guy that he's liked too much, and I can't think of anybody else that's a bad guy. I mean, Drew McIntyre was on the other one, but we haven't seen him in about a month or two. So, and then even him, you question whether he's really a bad guy or does he have, justifiable cause for what he did.
Right. You agree? You agree, Jay?
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything that Mundo was saying in that situation. it's just different, you know. Not really much to say about it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. So it's definitely to be continued. For in several days from now, they're actually going to be in the ring for that title. It's possible that we can see a new champion, fellas. 50-50 chance. But we'll have our predictions later on in the week, right? Right, Jay?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying that it's all possible. Anything's possible. All right, so we're gonna go backstage, fellas, to Bianca Belair and her crew. But before we go back there, there's a quick clip that we want to play. That leads us into the segment backstage. So this is the clip from last Friday. Remember when Bianca she had her match, and in the middle of her match, the big jumbotron showed that Jade Cargill got jumped. Like, she's laying on a car with the windshield like broken up, and she has all this blood on her head, like she's knocked out. And Bianca, in the middle of her match, she just ran out. She ran and left. So we're going to see a little bit of that clip, which will lead us to Bianca Belair backstage.
Here's the update on Jade's injuries.
Yeah, so this was this past Friday as Bianca Belair was competing in ring. Jade Cargill attacked, laid out on a car. Emergency medical personnel summoned a whole range of injuries, including bone bruises, spinal issues, lacerations, with no timetable for her return.
How's sis doing? She banged up. Like, it's bad. She's not gonna be back for a minute. But once we find out who did it, we gonna get them.
Okay. Well, I know we gotta figure out who took out Jade, but what's most important right now, and what we gotta do before that, is figure out who our fifth member is gonna be for WARGAMES.
Yeah, we do.
ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って。What about Kyrie Sane?
Yo, you was cool, but I don't know about more damage control.
I vote for Bailey. Yes, I know you don't like the way that sounds, but truth be told, Bailey has been going through it with Nia, Liv, and right in it just like the rest of us. And she's changed.
Naomi, me and Bailey have been through way too much to be trying to team together for WARGAMES.
But you gotta put that aside.
Wow, she has beef with a couple girls.
That's enough. Whoever we choose,
Okay, Rhea with the loud pop.
stay out of my way.
Okay, well, since you want to call this team Rhea, who do you think our fifth member should be? Do you have any suggestions?
Teeth in her mouth. Her teeth is.
As long as they leave me Liv Morgan, I couldn't care less.
Wow.
Really?
Great leadership.
Line.
You know what? I don't have time for this because I got to put the whole team on my back tonight and have this advantage match with Nia. So I'm going to go get ready and y'all can figure it out.
Good luck.
Different side of Bianca tonight.
Well, I mean, not for nothing, she's upset because they snuffed out her tag partner.
All right.
Which, by the way, they added all of those injuries, because it would take a lot to, to shelf Jade Cargill. For in real life, she is suffering an actual injury, and she is actually going to be gone for a minimum of 3 months. They didn't say exactly what happened, but they're using all of these injuries as like an excuse for storyline wise, Jay.
Right. From what I was seeing, they were saying also it could be a possible neck injury that she's suffered, right? Something like that. And
yeah, the story I got, they didn't fully explain what happened. Like at that time, they didn't know, but they knew that it was serious enough that that she was going to be gone. Minimum 3, could be longer.
Like this is what I got. They said Jade Cargill is dealing with a neck injury behind the scenes, and it looks to be quite serious. The best case scenario is that she returns in 3 months. Worst case scenario, she could be out towards a year, which will put her WrestleMania 41 spot in doubt.
Ooh, that's even worse than my report.
Yeah. Now my thing is, even if it's minimum 3 months, what happens with these tag titles? Do they forfeit them? Or does like a Naomi step in? Or does a Bailey step in? Someone got to, something's got to happen with these belts.
Right. But that's not how it happens. Like, has that ever happened where one half of a tag team is injured, leaving a person by themselves as their champion? So what would they relinquish it, or is there a tournament and the winner gets that spot? I mean, because I don't think it. I mean, how fair is it for somebody to just up and pick somebody? Like, okay, I pick Naomi, I pick Bailey. Like
Chelsea did it.
Yeah, Chelsea.
She picked
Chelsea
Piper.
did it.
Yeah, she picked Piper.
When
Really?
her and Sonya, it was her and Sonya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think it's possible that they'll do that again?
Yeah, Bianca could probably handpick somebody.
Ooh.
It's gotta be Naomi. I don't see anybody else.
This is true. This is true. Mm-hmm.
And will that piss Jade off?
Mm-hmm.
For her just to move on like that instead of giving the titles up altogether?
Right. Because when Jade comes back, if they still the tag team champions, she's gonna want that belt back.
So either way, how would that work out? Like if you she picks, let's say, Naomi, and they're still tag team champions by the time Jay Cargill comes back, what will Naomi just say? Oh, okay, now you're back. Here you go. I see friction because Naomi's argument is going to be, I fought too hard to keep this belt on me. I'm not going to just up and give it to you. It wasn't my fault that you got beat and jumped and had to leave for several months.
That's gonna be crazy.
That's yeah. Yeah, and there's the beef with them too.
And Bianca's in the middle.
And Bianca's right there.
So we gotta hope this injury is 3 months. If it goes longer than that, then something gotta change.
I believe it could be 3 months because, one thing about Jay, she's strong. Again, that's the reason why they put all of those injuries on the list rather than just one little thing.
Shit, they put a lot.
They put a lot because it takes a lot.
Plus, they're not doing much as far as live television next month anyway. So,
right.
Everything's pretty much tape.
Mm-hmm. Ugh, that word is being used a lot lately. Hello, Rose. How are you? Hope all is well. Rose Go J says, Tongaloa will pin Roman Reigns.
Out of all people?
Out of all people.
That will be crazy.
And out of nowhere, Paul Heyman will spear Solo.
Will it even hurt?
That's believable. I like that.
And LeJuan says, might have to forfeit the tag titles. No turntable for her return.
Turntable.
No turntable. No turntable. No turntable as to when she will return.
I'll never win.
They will. You a mess.
Oh.
They will pick Santino's sister.
That would be her. Vince probably would. Vince would have did that shit. Vince would have went with that.
Mm-hmm. That would be hilarious.
That's some good shit. Some good shit right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now he's Christopher. He started off as Chris. Now he's Christopher. Bailey and Naomi, WWE Women's Tag Team Titles.
What?
How would that happen? It would have to happen because Bianca, she would have to relinquish the titles, and there would have to be a tournament. And you have to figure out a way for Bailey and Naomi to be partners in order to win the tournament to be champions.
They are partners.
Partners in the tournament.
Yeah,
to win
they're
the
already
titles.
a team. They're already a team. They tag every other week now.
Well, All right, so there you go. And again, that's going to be that static once Jay comes back.
All right.
Tyler, what's good, Tyler? He's
Yeah.
the Kansas City Chiefs #1 fan. He says, yo, what's up, man?
Yo.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of tags, he says, I think tag men division are terrible. Yeah, there's not a lot of action going on, but
Can't focus on everything. It's 2-hour shows. Don't have the time anymore.
Yeah.
All right. That was my complaint on Friday.
Yeah, hopefully things will change in January once both shows reach the 3-hour mark. Mm-hmm. All right, so believe it or not, we managed to get 5 matches tonight. 5 matches that I'm going to have you guys talk about. So the first match, what they like to call a tornado tag team match. It's with LWO versus American Made. And you know what? I'm going to be shady and have Triple J start off by talking about it, and then we'll know to follow. Orale.
Oh, man. This match, like, when I first heard of it being announced, I was like, oh, God. This match definitely cannot favor these two luchadors tonight. But they tried. You know, I give it to them for even trying. Like, Dragon Lee was wild in the ring. He always just amazes me with his flips, and especially one that he did outside the ring on the apron that dropped Julius outside. I thought that was quite bananas. And also, Ray being in his close to mid-50s, still going as fast as he does, man, he defies age all the damn time. And you're like, you look and be like, damn, us in our 50s, you know, or slowly approaching our 50s, we'll be like, damn, our back will break, legs will fall off. But Ray's the man. I give it to him. You know, also there was one move that Julius did, catching Ray in the air like a bench press off the top ropes. And I was like, oh, hell no. Julius is something different. I think he's way better than Brutus, because of the fact is that when Julius ran up the rope, up on the sides, and Brutus was still on the outside, just hanging from the ropes, just to grab this guy and superplex him from up top, I was like, oh, that was beautiful. You know, I give it to them for doing their thing, but the way it ended, where Chad Gable just turned Rey Mysterio's mask, and here goes the win for the Creed brothers, an American Made. If we could have had any better ending than this, I would have been okay with it, because the match was solid, real solid on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Damn you, Chad. You do anything for your group.
Yes,
you know, kudos to them for getting that win. You know. It was okay.
Mundo?
Yeah. I'll just say that this match was a Julius display. It just featured him mainly in like every which way it could. And I was very impressed by him. And I want to see more of Julius, to see what else he can do, because he's very athletic, very, very athletic. And I'm very entertained by him as well. And let's see where this goes. I mean, I think they've given us almost every which way they can of these groups going against each other. So let's see where it leads. Or maybe this is it. I don't know.
From what it's looking like, it looks like it's going to be Ray against Chad down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next week at some time.
Again.
Yeah, he has to. He turned his mask around. He made him lose the match. You got to get revenge for that.
He ripped it in half last time.
I actually would rather see the other two from LWO and get in the ring and face Julius and Chad.
Wild and Phoenix and
Mm-hmm.
fucking Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't impressed by Mysterio and Dragon Lee today. They seemed a little slow, honestly. Like, are they indecisive? Maybe that's the word I was looking for. Indecisive. Like, at one point, Ray was running one way in the ring, where then he just stopped and changed direction and hit the move a different. I'm just like, okay, that looked a little like unsure, and I got a lot of that from them tonight. That's why I was so impressed with Julius, because he looked he knew exactly what he was going to do when he was going to do it, and yeah. So we'll see. This is not trying to be disrespectful, but it's giving me the same vibes as Final Testament and the Pride.
Ouch.
It's like, why are we doing this? What's the goal? What's the end goal of this? Like, what is it? Ooh, excuse me. What is it for? And I mean that with all respect, but I'm like, I don't get it. Like, why are we sitting through this whole story? I don't even understand. I forgot how it even started for it to go this long.
Maybe that's the reason why Tyler is saying what he's saying within this tag division. They're just giving us matches that are not even making too much sense. It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, let me take that back. It's not only giving AOP, that's Final Testament and Pride, but it's also giving LWO versus LDF and just going into WrestleMania. Like, it was such a bore. It was like, okay, I think they need to disband LWO. They're kind of corny to me, to be honest. It's kind of cheesy and it's not really doing much. I don't see the point of it.
I don't think it should have ever been made in the first place. They should have never remade that group.
Because they have no swag. All they do is just kiss Rey Mysterio's ass. And, it's because of you. It's because of you. Like, okay, we get it. But, okay. It's like, okay.
And at that, his LWO members, the two guys, the tag team guys that you're mentioning, they were original LDF members. Like,
they never capitalized on that.
Right.
Their theme music is trash. I'm sorry. I mean, that it just starts off corny, and then everything else after it is just whack. It's like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. I never mentioned it, but I'm like, I think, yeah, this is the second time they're in a feud the third time they're in a feud, because they were doing the thing with Judgment Day. I think maybe that was the best thing that they got out of it with Judgment Day, but that's because of Judgment Day and not LWO. I really just think they're boring.
Rey Mysterio needs his old music back. Who's
and Dragon Lee?
The sky?
Dragon Lee needs to be by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was much more entertaining when he was on NXT and on Raw by himself before they decided to pair him with these people. We've seen less of him now that he's in the group than before.
You know what's crazy? And this happened in February when Shane, I think it was February, March, where he watched that PLE where I think Obafemi destroyed. He destroyed
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee, and what did we say? You know, like, look, he's not gonna be on TV for a month, maybe two, and his character downfall has been since that match to me. He hasn't had no momentum since.
That far back?
Mm-hmm.
It was that triple threat match. Well, that was when he first lost the title.
All right.
Wow.
He hasn't had any momentum in damn near 9 months.
Because they put him with freaking LWO, and it's like when being in a group is not always the best thing, because you get hidden, and yeah, then people just like me. I'm like, I don't even care about the group.
Right. Especially if he was doing good as a solo artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I have a feeling that a lot of these stories are going to change come January.
Yeah, they have to.
It has to. Knock on wood. It has to. All right, so we have the monitor underneath Mundo's chin, because we're going to play another clip. But before we do, they had a look back of course, at SmackDown last week with the shocking and surprise return of both Paul Heyman and the surprise fifth man, CM Punk. Did you know, fellas, that clip, that segment was viewed 72 million times on social media, making it the most viewed SmackDown clip in all of 2024. CM
incredible.
Punk, Paul Heyman. Man, listen, you hear that pop that Paul and CM Punk got? Like a CM Punk
Ladies
pop
and gentlemen.
is, I'm telling you, it's something, it gives you chills. He has to get those chills stepping out there and hearing that pop like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same.
Did you see the clip that they showed of when he was backstage?
Mm-hmm.
And the music went off? And like it was so loud backstage, and you just see him standing there like, okay, trying to catch himself. He's like, all right, it's time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, insane. I mean, to me, I think as a watching TV person, I think that return was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life from a WWE return.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. Like,
did y'all see any clips at the end when they were leaving?
Yeah.
And Paul Heyman walked up the ramp with Punk?
Yeah, I sent it to y'all. I sent it to y'all.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, the crowd agrees with you, Christopher. CM Punk, best in the world. It definitely proves in that pop. I think the only pop that compares to that was the surprise guest from that WrestleMania that the New Day host. It was a surprise tag team, and the tag team turned out to be who, Jay?
The Hardy Boys.
But think about what you just said, though. You're talking about a football stadium versus an arena.
Right. But still, if they hadn't had that amount of love, would that pop still would have been big like that?
Who, for the Hardys?
For the Hardys. If it was anybody else, would that pop have been loud like that?
I'm saying, no, that's crazy. Like that you actually can match a basketball arena basically versus a football stadium and say like they were basically right neck and neck in a sense. Like that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That shows you how over CM Punk is, especially in his hometown.
Totally. LaJuan I think Edge for Royal Rumble returned was biggest return.
Again, that's a stadium. That was an indoor stadium. That wasn't an arena.
But it was Edge.
Right, but it was like what? Twice as many people there? 3 times as many people there?
The pops was loud. But at the end, it's like no matter how big or how small, CM Punk always gets that pop.
And it was sustained. Think about it. It was not just loud when his music first dropped. It sustained the entire time they were on the air, and it got louder when he walked out. I'm like you couldn't even hear the music playing. I was like, what? Like the music just drowned out from the people. And then when they started chanting CM Punk, it was just like unreal.
Okay, so for your theory then, if CM Punk would have came out in that crowd that the Hardy Boys came out to, then that pop would have been even louder than that.
3 times as loud.
3 times as louder?
Hell yeah. If you have 75,000 people versus what? They had about 16,000 or so in Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mundo?
Yeah.
You okay. See, that's why even Jay saying because you froze.
Because I stopped moving. I'm sorry.
No, you froze. Don't play. You froze.
Well, not on my screen, so I wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see what you're seeing. We all see different things on our screens.
Jay and I, we see the same thing.
No, because when he says, "Oh, I'm frozen on my screen," and we be like, "No, you're not." It's the same thing.
Well, I already know that I'm always frozen on my end. I just stopped saying it nowadays.
Right.
Anyway, at the same time that we're talking about our favorite movie, Frozen, we're going to go backstage before we hit our match number 2. We're going to go backstage. Well, we're going to go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. There's something going on there. What's up, y'all?
Win this advantage match tonight. I wish you weren't back from ringside so we can make sure she beats Bianca.
You know, Liv, you should have a little more faith in your teammates, huh? In your teammates.
Finn's right. Finn, I just need a spot to hide out from Butch.
Well, you're gonna need a place to hide from me.
Jay, did you see my text? I sent you a message.
We ain't even a family no more. Thanksgiving is off.
You just think they didn't go? Hey, hey. Time for fun and games is over, okay? Liv, I agree with you. You're right. You do need the advantage because you're getting locked in the cage with Rhea
On your mixer.
Ripley, and Io Sky, and Bianca Belair, and Dom. Because you couldn't stop Damian Priest, he's now back on track for the World Heavyweight title. Oh, and not only
Dominic's
that,
face is funny.
you and Carlito lost to the War Raiders last week. But look, I'm going to look at the positives, okay? You've done a good job softening them up for me and JD. And that's what I call being a good team player. It's good teamwork.
The game knob
And it's that
on your
teamwork
mixer.
that's going to keep the Judgment Day as World Tag Team Champions for 154 days and counting.
2 for 2, baby.
Exactly.
2 for 2.
2
for 2.
And when Liv and Raquel walk out of War Games victorious, oh, it's going to be a great week for the Judgment Day. But remember, get in. There's no leaders around here, right?
Right.
Except
But
me.
when everyone listens to Finn, we're one happy family.
Right.
We're one
Oh,
big,
boy.
happy, successful family.
And he
All right?
points at himself.
Right.
It's successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
He thought he was slick.
he's so condescending to Liv. It's hilarious. But Dom is he's catching it all, and he's just, you look at his face, he's like, yo, can't fucking stand this guy. I hate you. He probably lies in the bed at night with Liv like, I can't stand Finn. When are we going to get rid of him?
When he lies in bed with Liv.
Yeah, his girlfriend. Well, his side piece. Yeah.
His chicken tendies.
Yeah. Nah, but that shit is funny, no? He said we have no leaders here. But we
Right.
when we listen to Finn, like
Right. There's
Oh,
there's
man.
no CEO here.
No. But we do good when we listen to me. Right? We listen to me.
When he doesn't freeze up, we listen to him.
We're successful. Right? Yo, that is hilarious, man.
Speaking of success, here is match number 2 with our current IC champion Braun Breaker versus someone he has revenge on, Ludwig Kaiser. However, this is not a title match. So, Mundo, Jay, talk about it.
It's a non-title match. So, yeah. I guess we get to see whether Ludwig can handle his business against the champion. And to begin the match off, Braun looked like a baby Brock Lesnar with those intense shoulder tackles into the corner. And then how he just effortlessly just lifted Ludwig over his head and tossed him with the belly, the over the head belly to belly suplex. I was like, well, goddamn, with ease. But Ludwig was not an easy out. Dude was fighting. He was putting up a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have too much of him as far as in my notes because he wasn't really doing too much. But he wasn't laying around and getting beat up. You know, he was countering stuff and whatever like that. And then there was this insane clothesline. I guess what you want to call it, a 23 mile per hour clothesline, when this dude ran the rope so damn fast and caught him with that clothesline. I was like, well, goddamn. I wish they sell it more. like for it to be so fast, like the impact and the sell doesn't really look too impactful in that way. But yeah, and then this spinning gut buster by Braun Breaker was like ouchie moment right there when he spun around and caught him and dropped him on the knees. And then I thought we saw the ending point of the match. I wasn't sure if this was part of the match or not. That means they sold it enough for me. But when Braun ran around the ring and hit the corner of the announce table, I was like, okay, nobody normally hits that part, and for good reason. It's the edge of the damn table, the corner of the table like that. And I actually seen like the bruising on his rib area from that. And I was like, well, gosh, was that supposed to happen? Was he supposed to hit a little further to the right where it's like wasn't the edge? But hey, we come back and dude is still fighting. So I gave it to him. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say other than Sheamus, he returned the favor from Ludwig last week and interrupted this match. But I mean, I still don't think that the favor was returned in full, because at least, last week was actually an Intercontinental Championship match. So, this is a non-title match, so it don't really matter. But he came out, was whipping Ludwig's ass. And then Jay came, and Jay told us what else happened after that.
Basically, all three of these guys are just fighting each other, which was pretty much crazy.
Turn your volume up a little, Jay.
I was saying all three guys were fighting one another.
Better.
Yeah.
Right, continue.
And they had a nice little brawl outside the ring. And we hear that there was a match. Pierce came out and was like, "You want to fight? You want to fight? You want to fight? Well, y'all gotta go fight." Now we get a triple threat for Survivor Series for the IC title. I don't know. I don't want to see Sheamus in this one.
You don't want to see Sheamus in the match? He's the whole reason why it's an IC title match in the first place.
I don't want to see him.
Yeah.
Well, he's not gonna get that first title.
Why wouldn't he?
Why not?
It's reserved for the young guys, for the newbies. Grandpa can't get it.
What?
They're gonna exclude Grandpa from the match.
Didn't Jay just win the title the other day?
Yeah, he's not as old as.
He has about the same amount of time in WWE as Sheamus.
He's not beating. They're not beating Brock for that.
Brock don't have the title.
I mean Braun. My bad.
Why are you? I don't understand.
Sheamus is an old guy.
Yeah.
Yes, he wasn't an old guy winning the title.
Wow. I hope Triple H doesn't think like that.
Yeah, Sheamus reminds him of Paul. What's the guy's name from Final Testament? The old guy,
Paul Ellering. Why I oughta.
You off my lawn.
Right, like come on.
I hope
that would be huge if Sheamus won on Saturday.
That'd be amazing. I wouldn't be upset about that. I wouldn't be upset. LaJuan says that definitely wasn't supposed to had happened. I said had happened. He got to be careful. He almost broke his neck with his match with Sheamus when he jumped from the top turnbuckle.
Oh yeah, that was scary.
Young guy. He's a young, strong guy. So
reckless. He shouldn't have a championship.
A little bruised up, but he'll be fine. He'll be right back in the ring come next week. Saturday. That's right, Saturday. Because, after all of that, like they said, Adam Pearce, he came out because there was like a whole melee that was going on after the match. Well, the match ended because Sheamus came and attacked Ludwig. So the match ended. They were fighting. The best security in sports WWE came out. Then Adam came and he was like, enough. That's it. I've had it with you guys. He said, you know what? You three guys get together. We're going to have a triple threat match for the IC title.
Fiesta.
When? On Saturday for Survivor Series. Survivor. So now we have 4 matches?
Yep.
Because first we had 3. Wasn't sure if it was 4. Now we definitely have 4 for now.
So when was the last time we saw the IC title defended on the pay-per-view? PLE, whatever.
Wow. That long ago.
Was it Gunther Sammy?
No, it was Sammy Braun when he first won it.
Okay.
That was the last time. But that was like...
Damn.
Was that...
I don't know. Okay, we have a newcomer alert. Is this pronounced Pratic? Okay, Practic. Okay, I like that name. Shout out to our Practic, man. He says, man, Raw is trash, bro. Well,
depends on where you caught it at.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. Some people like Raw, some people like SmackDown. Some people like both. We like all 3.
No, I mean
SmackDown.
Seriously, if it depends on where you caught it from. If you was watching if you caught it at LWO versus whoever the hell they went against, then you'd have been like, "What the hell is this? This is trash. It's boring." Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's talking about tonight's episode, because then he goes, WWE is not good under Triple H.
Oh.
You're the first person that I've heard say that.
Right.
I know there's people out there that thinks that, but you're the first one that actually said that. It's very interesting. Why are not Wyatt 6 are not getting pushed in WWE?
They are.
They are getting a push, but we're going to see a bigger push come January. Just be patient. Just wait till January when we get our 3 hours for both Raw and SmackDown shows.
Right. It's only
we're going to
2
see
hours.
a lot. Yeah, it's only 2 hours currently, but just give it 1 more month. In January, I'm sure you're going to change your mind. Just give it time. Sheamus will win the title at Mania. That would be his WrestleMania moment, says Luan. Sheamus needs to win the Intercontinental Champion on Saturday, says Christopher. This chat is really lighting up tonight. Logan James. How are you, Logan? Who will win the Women's U.S. Champion Saturday night main event? By the way, we're going to talk about that in a minute. I don't care. Kyrie saying it's important to win the WWE Women's IC Championship.
Oh, he threw shade at the Women's U.S. title.
And I think this is a question that you asked about the last defense of the IC title. Lawan says SummerSlam.
Wow.
SummerSlam. And Chris agrees, SummerSlam.
And we've had a pay-per-view every month since August.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even twice a month.
Yeah. August was heavy. The Y6 is getting pushed. They don't need to be on show every day, says Lawan. They show up at the perfect moment.
Yeah.
And when
you don't
they show up,
expose them.
Right. When they show up, they clean house and then they leave. Mm-hmm. And they build an anticipation for us to want to see them again. So it's like you anticipated to see them, wanted to see them tonight, but you're not going to see them tonight. You see them next week, maybe the week after. But the next time you see them, you're going to be glad that you waited and you saw them finally. That's what they're doing with them. Mm-hmm. One more before we continue. Dakota Kai will be the first women's Intercontinental Champion.
Didn't he say that
Christopher. Already? Yeah. Yeah, he loves him some damage control.
Nope, that ain't happening.
He doubled down on that one. But Dakota Kai, though, She again, it's barely wrestling.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're gonna continue, and what is this that Tyler is saying before we continue? Tyler says, "I think MLW Slaughterhouse PPV is better than AEW PPV." Do you know anything about that, Jay?
I don't know too much on MLW. That's where Jacob came from.
Pro wrestling market is fire now.
I just think AEW, they put too many matches on every pay-per-view. Every pay-per-view does not have to be 8, 9, 10 matches. Like that's overkill.
That's overkill. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to sit through 10 matches every pay-per-view. Like that's OD.
That's definitely bananas.
And it's to the point where I can't even tell which pay-per-view is their biggest one because it's like they all have a lot of matches on them. Every last pay-per-view.
Oh, hell yeah.
Lawan is throwing shade. Dakota Kai losing the first qualifying match. All right, so we had yet another look back at last week's SmackDown. What an episode it was, wasn't it? They looked back at the Bloodline versus, the OTC. And that leads us to our backstage or our locker room conversation with Kathy Kelly, our favorite girl, Jay. Kathy Kelly, with who I like to call JJ and Sam.
So her and Jackie on the same show tonight.
Yeah. Welcome back, Jackie.
Hopefully the beef is over.
Hopefully. So here's Kathy with JJ and Sam.
I am here with Jimmy and Jay Uso and Sami Zayn. And this past Friday, you guys got quite the shock. The wise man returning and saying that he had a 5th member for you for Survivor Series in CM Punk. Now, Sammy, I know you were looking for another teammate for a while.
Jay, get a load of this joke here from Christopher. He says Dakota Kai is better than Lyra Valkyria.
No way. No.
You gotta be kidding me. There's no way.
Dakota's
no way.
With Dakota, it's her injury history that makes her lesser to me than Lyra. At least Lyra was champion on NXT and had a better path coming up. If Dakota was by herself and away from the group and we've seen her shine on her own, then maybe I'll have a different opinion towards her. But as long as she's in this group, it's hard to see what she can really do. Because when she's in the ring, she only gives us but 2 or 3 minutes of good move. A couple of good moves, and that's it. She's the subject of we need more in order to evaluate her against someone like Lyra.
Yeah, Lyra would not like destroy her, but would win every time. I mean, I know you love you some Dakota, but there are just some people that she can't beat, and Lyra's one of them. Lyra is superb. She's an awesome competitor.
Yeah, she's gonna win the title.
Yeah, I see her winning it more than Dakota. And if you don't believe me, you could look at the PLE where she fought Roxanne Perez. In my opinion, one of the best. Yes, thank you. One of the best women's matches that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best.
And remember, like I told y'all, Lyra's been number 2 in almost every tournament and everything this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter, like Jay always says, it's a matter of time before she gets that number 1.
Yeah, because that's what was happening with Gunther. Gunther was runner-up, damn near, or in the top 3 in the Rumble, his first 2 years. So you can see, I see the same thing from Lyra.
It's not Dakota Kai's fault she gets injured. No, not at all. It's Jay's fault.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Jay tripped her.
Yeah, it's Jay's fault. And
No,
Luana
it's
agrees.
Braun Breaker's fault because he runs down the ropes too hard. And she busts her ass and tears her Achilles.
Yeah. Valkyria made it to the finals of the Queen of the Ring and Battle Royal, yet she's not better. Gian pick for IC title. To Des, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
And I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be mad at that at all.
Yeah, that was a funny that made the video stop. That's how funny that was, Christopher. Okay, now we can continue.
So how are you guys feeling about this? Shocked, relieved, all of the above?
Yeah, no, definitely shocked. I mean, look, we were ready to go into this match 5-on-4. We were ready to die together, the four of us. Now we got a fifth man. And never in a million years did I think it would be CM Punk. But look, I mean,
Dakota Kia.
Adam has a complicated history with him, including Roman.
A car needs to drink more milk. That's a mess.
Roman and Punk are going to sit down and talk one-on-one this Friday. Now, look, me personally, I want to trust CM Punk. But
Is that the slang again? No, not the slang. The
Yes, you can,
the Bronx
Sammy.
accent.
The wise man
The
said it's
Bronx
cool
with
to
the
trust
English.
him. Listen, we got the wise man.
Wait, he said he's
we got
from
our fifth
Harlem.
man.
Okay.
All we need is the man to win his advantage match against the werewolf.
Hey, that's easy. That's easy. This Friday, men's War Games advantage match. Main event Jay Uso versus Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu. It's a family reunion in this thing. But when I catch you on Friday, Jake, I'm whooping that ass. And on Saturday, we go to War. Yeet!
Thank you guys so much and good luck on Friday, Jay.
Yo, that red shirt looks so fire, bro.
I told y'all. I said that was going to be the first match we get. Remember when I asked y'all the questions about out of all the matches we got teased with Jacob? I was like, but that's going to be the first one because they ran into each other more than once. And then Jay told him that he's going to kick his ass too.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. I'm not surprised that we're getting that. However, if I had to put my money on who's going to win that match,
we know you destroyed Jay when we brought that up. He was like, "Oh, please." And I'm not gonna lie to you, Jay gonna lose. He gonna lose on Friday.
you're going to need more than super kicks, man. I'm just saying.
I think weirdly enough, I think he's gonna lose cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
But in like a what do they call it? Defining fashion, like how Brock Lesnar beat the hell out of John Cena, like that.
Yeah.
Where it just looked like all hope is lost. There's no way in hell the OG bloodline is gonna win on Saturday, even with CM Punk.
And we're going to talk about that for our predictions. When we're talking about that, Friday. Tune in Friday. We'll have our predictions for who we feel will win the matches for Survivor Series.
Come on, y'all know Fridays. I mean, y'all know the go home episode is taped, so it's probably going to be a whole bunch of nothing but promos anyway.
You think so? Because it's right here in Canada.
They taped it last week. I remember I told you.
Oh, they already taped it.
It was a double taping show.
Great. So much for that. So
keeps the wrestlers fresh.
Yeah. So we're going to get a whole lot of storytelling or story reminders for the matches.
Right. They did it tonight. We kept going back to SmackDown. At one point, I thought we was watching SmackDown. I'm like, oh. Kept seeing the logo, right? Like, okay.
Who are you telling? Anyway, speaking of matches, we have match number 3, which is a regular tag team. Well, this is not a regular. This is a title match, as a matter of fact. This is a tag team title match with the Judgment Day, our current title holders, and War Raiders. Earned their spot. They earned the spot. So who's going? Jay. So Jay talk about it. Muno add about it. Damn it. Scooby Doo's. Shout out to Scooby J. What's up, Scooby?
Yeah, she mad at me. But she'll be all right. This match, with Eric and Ivar, they tried their best. JD, Finn, they didn't really give me too much, like, oomph. They won by the skin of their teeth in this one. And thank you to Lito and Dom for coming out to help them to actually win this match. Because where was you at last week when we was fighting them? Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere.
They were there.
They didn't come to help them last week.
I swear we ended Raw with not ended Raw, but they did come out.
No, but I'm saying that they didn't help them.
They came out after the
when
fact.
When Dom and Lito lost that match, they came out after and wanted to beat them up. But that doesn't do nothing for them.
Of course not.
Like you really now you get the enforcements to come help, and it's okay for you, Mr. Balor. It's okay for you.
Success.
But it's not.
Yo, I think that was the funniest fucking promo tonight. And, oh my god, his condescending ways is just crazy. Jay.
Like the only good things you could also say, like by the War Raiders did was when Eric picked up Ivar, and he basically like body slammed him on top of JD. I think it was JD, right? And he threw him on top of him.
Finn.
On top of Finn, then did that little moonsault outside the ring, little backflip. I was like, okay, that was cool. Because we don't really see too much from Eric, so to see Eric's offense expanding slowly with Ivar's, but we already know what Ivar has, so kudos to them. And then that, like you said last week, Mundo, the Bronco Buster. Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
For a big guy doing that, you're like, oh, hell no.
Don't do that to me.
Oh, man. Other than that, this is the second time they defended these titles in 154 days. Bullshit. Worst title run I've seen ever out of any tag ranks since watching WWE, WWF, whichever way you want to call it. This is the worst title run I've ever seen. We deserve more from those tag titles. You know, because MCMG can't just be there a month and defend it, if not, you know, more than them. In the damn near 6 months they've had these belts. And then you see Finn as they're walking away, like, yeah, our titles. These are our titles. Man, go somewhere with that.
Period.
Period.
Okay. It was like a dramatic pause. Like, wait. Like, did you freeze? Nah, let me stop. But yeah, I mean, I saw that today actually, Jace. I seen somebody else say that same thing that you said. The worst tag title reign in WWE history. And I don't even know what you can say or how you can even defend it, because it's not even like heelish. It's just like, did somebody forget that there were titles on Raw? Like, I get it. We've gotten a lot of the women's tag title on Raw recently, IC title on Raw, World Heavyweight title on Raw. But I mean, there is another set of titles on the Red brand as well. You know, because they've been going heavy on the tag team side on SmackDown, which for the men's and women and the U.S. title, but not the WWE Championship. That one's been actually laying dormant recently too, because this would be the third pay-per-view Cody has not defended his championship title, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, I just find it sad that the War Raiders did all that, won all you know, the tournament and everything, just for them to lose the way they did. And I don't know if that was to piss us off as a fan base because we're pissed off that the Judgment Day is still the champions, or we actually enjoyed the the War Raiders. But I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all, guys. I don't get the World Tag Team title situation right now. I don't get it. I don't even see the point of it at this point. It's making it kind of irrelevant.
Right. Mm-hmm. We're all in limbo as fans. You know, we want more.
Because, I mean,
they
maybe,
give us less.
I guess we're getting the back end of watching The Miz and R-Truth defend it so much, just randomly, now that we're getting nothing. I don't know.
Yeah. We got nothing, and when there was a chance for it to have been something, it turned out to be more of a nothing.
You know what it is? Real tag teams can't win on the Raw side. Made-up tag teams win on the Raw side.
No,
and remember,
is that what it is?
That's a conversation that we've had before. Damn, we talk a lot. A lot of stuff.
We've had
this conversation where it's like the tag teams that are forced together, they do stuff, but then tag teams like Street Profits and all that, they don't get shit.
It's crazy.
At this point, honestly, I don't even remember who the tag teams are on freaking Raw.
I forget.
Barely any.
Besides the War Raiders, I don't even remember because I don't consider Alpha Academy a tag team. That's the whole put together thing. I don't consider them a tag team. I think they're a joke.
Just the Creed brothers.
Sure, they're a tag team.
They're an official tag team.
Yeah, but you see how many times they've become runner-ups and stuff. I mean, at one point, remember when when it was everybody basically was on Raw at one point when it was them, DIY, everybody, and we was like, finally we get to see the Creed brothers, and they have done a bunch of nothing since, and they're a real tag team. So I think that actually sparked the conversation during those times.
That's bananas, bro.
It is sad, but hopefully next year.
It goes down a lot, though. Happens a lot.
Hopefully next year we will see changes. Hopefully.
Like to me, one of the best tag teams that they did have that were like that, like two singles guys as a tag team, I will always feel that was Sheamus and Cesaro when they were together.
The Bang Bros?
That shit was crazy. They were dope.
Bruh. Yeah. Whoever thought about that was hilarious because, that's an adult. That is adult type of sit right there. Bang Bros. Like,
yeah. I miss that guy. I really liked him. I liked his strength. He had that. He had that strength that you would not expect from him.
Yeah, Vince fumbled the ball on that one.
Yeah, big time.
Castanillo,
big time.
I think he's tired of AEW at this point too.
Who is it?
They threw his ass in a new tournament that they got.
Who is it?
Stupid tournaments.
Anyway, Mundo and Jay, hopefully you guys are ready because we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have more Raw recap. But when we come back, we're going to go to our sports table and get caught up on current sport events. We'll be right back. Was there something you wanted to say, Mundo?
No, I said yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said, woohoo. I said, yeah.
After these
yeah. Don't be too enthused.
Right
Don't be so excited.
I'm trying not to cough.
Yeah. So, yeah, like Jay says, after these messages. Now you don't want to say it? We'll be right back.
Don't you go nowhere, guys.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast. With Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac.
Here we go.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PLEs, news and more. Tune in live on YouTube and follow our socials.
Better follow me.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Good, everybody. It's your boy Mundo, aka Mr. AKA himself, aka the CEO. I got my shirt, the Three Bells Podcast shirt. You got yours?
Hey everyone, what's good? This your girl Sylvie, letting you know I got my Three Bells Podcast t-shirt. Did you get yours? Let's go!
Yeah, good evening everybody. It's your boy Main Event Triple J. Look what I'm wearing.
Three Bells podcast merch with the yacht think. Catching the side, looking quite crispy. We sure every wrestling fan will love something like this. Yeet.
It's available right now. Hit us up.
The Three Belts Podcast. Oh, feast thine eyes on this sumptuous treat of a man in front of you. No need adjusting that eyeballs. They're not deceiving you. This is, in fact, Jack, Dude Love, the hippest cat in the land, giving it up for a very successful podcast future. And I want to thank you for always talking about the dude on your podcast. It's been known to dude. You talk about my legendary matches, for hours at a time, like that match I had with Stone Cold in April of 1998. That match I had with Stone Cold in May of 1998. And then there was that time, no, Cactus, please. And that's about all there is, because you didn't have good matches, dude. If you were to cue up Kurt Angle's music right now, I might sing along and say, you suck, bang, bang. You suck, bang, bang. You suck, bang, bang. You suck. But you know who doesn't suck? The Three Bells Podcast. Yeah, bang, bang. Bang, bang. Oh, wow. Oh, fireworks aplenty. The Three-Face of Foley compound, which is actually my hotel room in Los Angeles. Guys, I want to wish you the best. I heard from CEO Dez that you guys would be shocked to hear from me, because I am respected and loved. So keep up the great work, airing every Monday after Raw, Tuesdays after NXT, and Fridays after SmackDown. Woo! Have a nice day.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Three Bells Podcast. It's me, your homie, Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table. And I am here with the CEO, Mundo.
Yes, sir.
And he was here a second ago, but he's going to come right back. Our NXT guy, Triple J.
Got to put his face on.
You got to put his face on first. He almost missed his cue. He says, yes, I'm back. Wait a minute.
Like last time?
Yeah, almost showed his face last time.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he's laughing. Anyway, everybody, we're on the start of celebrating our Survivor Series week, and happy Thanksgiving to you and to your family, to everybody out there that's watching, as well as the fellas here, the Three Bells Podcast table.
I'm sorry, that just made me hungry. Like, ooh, you said Thanksgiving. I thought about stuffing real fast. I thought about baked mac and cheese.
Oh, you sound like a refrigerator kid.
Come on.
What?
It's midnight too, and we talking about food. Oh man.
Look,
midnight
food. Look,
the midnight munchies.
Because it's Tuesday now, so then tomorrow I have to prep my food. And Wednesday it goes down. Wednesday, come on now.
Wednesday goes down. So that's what you prep your food on Tuesdays. That's what you do it.
Who, me?
Yeah. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Okay. Wednesday. Unless you're frying turkey. If you're frying turkey, like my homegirl Toya, she makes awesome fried turkey.
I've never had it before.
Listen.
I heard it's juicy.
It is delicious. If you go to the right person that knows how to make it well, I fell in love with this woman. I fell in love with this woman with her fried turkey. She seasons it. I think it was like Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
And fries it that Wednesday.
Dude, I love watching cooking shows. Like I watched this barbecue show on Netflix, and I've learned a lot from them, like how to season properly, like how to like inject certain seasonings into your like the meat and stuff like that to give it more flavor when you bite into it.
Yep.
I'm making the chicken. They want me to make the chicken for Thursday, and I'm making my shrimps again. I'm back in the kitchen, guys. Back in the kitchen.
Good old shrimps. Happy Thanksgiving to Three Bells Podcast, says Christopher. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well. Thank you, man.
Right. So, damn. So we got to say Happy Thanksgiving on Friday when we come back on SmackDown, right? It's gonna be the day after. Tomorrow too.
Well, so we say tomorrow, and then Friday
Saturday.
would be Black Friday.
So it's going all black everything.
Black Friday. So Jay won't be here. It'll just be just people know him myself.
Wait, no, we should have the day off if it's Black Friday. It should be just
right.
Jay,
It should be just Jay.
Jay and Juan here on Friday. Like, we'll be watching. Oh man.
All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Mundo and Triple J's news. Well, not the news. The sports talk table. Here you go, fellas. Have fun.
Is there music playing that I'm missing?
No, we didn't get no music on Friday.
Oh.
LaJuan was just doing it all. Bonanza.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Three Bells Plus Sports Table with your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. A.K.A. himself, and my guy, the one and only main event, Triple J.
Yes,
We're going to
sir,
start
yes,
here
sir.
tonight with the NBA, as we've had a bunch of NBA games that have gone final. And we're going to start off with this one right here, the Dallas Mavericks versus the Atlanta Hawks. Dallas won the game 129 to 119. Triple J, talk to me. Who were the high scorers? What happened in that game tonight?
For the Atlanta Hawks, they were led by Jalen Johnson's 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 steals. For the Dallas Mavericks, they were led by former Brooklyn Net Kyrie Irving, 32 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds.
Nice.
No Luka.
No Luka, no problem, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I see that. And then the next game we have here up here is the Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Clippers. The Celtics won the game 126 to 94. Talk to me, Jay. That's a rout right there, huh?
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. James Harden for the Clippers, 19 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, almost a triple-double in a losing effort. Jason Tatum to lead Boston with 20 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and they welcomed the return of Kristaps Porzingis.
Nice. I was wondering where he was. All right, the next game up is the Orlando Magic versus the Charlotte Hornets. The Magic won the game 95 to 84. Jay.
The Orlando Magic were led with Franz Wagner's 21 points, 7 assists, and 4 steals. For Charlotte, they were led by LaMelo Ball's 44 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. This guy is putting up MVP type numbers this season.
And they still lost by 11.
He scored
Jay,
half the points.
Real quick, did Trae Young play for Atlanta today?
Let me see. I'll let you know right now. It seems like Jalen Johnson's been leading this team in a lot of categories.
Yeah, I'm just like, I haven't really seen much of Trae.
He had
and
18,
and he's been on the court.
He had 18 points and 16 assists.
Wow. All right, so moving on, we got the Toronto Raptors versus the Detroit Pistons in a very close game. Detroit won the game 102-100. Jay.
The Raptors were led by Scotty Barnes, 31 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. Detroit was led with Jaden Ivey's 25 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. Not bad for Detroit, who was missing Cade Cunningham with a bruised tailbone.
Right. Dude, are you finding it crazy that these teams on the losing end have people who's scoring 30 points or so and they still lose?
That's the new age basketball for you.
It's crazy.
Let's thank Devin Booker for that.
All right, and then we have the oh my gosh. Well, right now we have the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers won the game 114 to 110.
What?
That's a shocker.
Wow. Indiana was led with Tyrese Halliburton's 34 points, 13 assists and 3 steals. For the New Orleans Pelicans, they were led by the returning from overseas back to the NBA, Elfrid Payton, who had 14 points, 21 assists, and 7 rebounds. What a comeback story for Elfrid Payton.
Wow. Yeah. I'm just surprised by that. I mean, I thought he was still had his head in the WWE clouds, because I don't know where the hell he's been this season, man.
Man, LeBron bashed him on Friday.
I know, I seen it, I heard it, I watched it, and I mean, congratulations to him. Even though I didn't bet on him tonight, because the last time I bet on him, he had 5 points, but that's no here or there. But right now, we still have 2 games that's live. We'll go to game number 1, which is currently the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Sacramento Kings, which is in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left, live on NBA TV. Oh, man. Oklahoma is up 119 to 103.
They're being led right now with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 35 points, 11 assists. And for the Sacramento Kings, it's right now DeMar DeRozan with 30 points.
That's a shocker. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA.
And our Brooklyn Nets are in Golden State playing the Warriors, and they were down 10 at one point in the 3rd quarter, but now Brooklyn is up 102 to 99 with 6 minutes and 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It seems like they're at a timeout right now. Jay?
For the Warriors, the people that are scoring for them, it's spread it out. So Andrew Wiggins 11, Curry 17, and Waters 13. And for the Nets, it's Dennis Schroeder with 22 points and Cam Thomas with 23 points at the moment.
Okay.
Jalen Wilson surprisingly has 15 points tonight.
Well, as I was watching the game before we came on the air, he was hitting a few threes, so I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. He was doing the damn thing.
Yes,
all right, so that's our wrap up for the NBA. Those games will go final before we end our podcast. Let's go Brooklyn. And on the NFL side of things, for Monday Night Football, we had the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Chargers are 7-4. The Ravens are 8-4. And, they became 8-4 tonight because they got the win over the Chargers, 30-23.
Derrick Henry rushed for 140 yards tonight.
I wish my Jets, somebody on the damn Jets could do that.
Yeah,
I wish the damn offense could just do that as a whole.
To me, he was the player of the game because Lamar Jackson only threw for 177 yards. So pretty much it was a high scoring game.
Right.
Not much offense from either team as far as if you're looking at stats.
All right.
A lot of it was just spread out.
I was about to say, it sounds like a lot of field goals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was the 3 Bells Plus Sports Table Talk with your boy Mundo, aka Mr. AK himself, and of course, my guy, Main Event Jay. Back to you, Shane O'Mac, for the Monday Night Raw recap in the Monday Night Raw recap studio.
Good job, fellas. Good job. I'm really starting to like this the sports table that you guys are doing, man.
Thank
awesome
you.
Job.
Now, imagine if baseball was going. You'd really like it.
Ooh-wee.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not the only one that's saying that.
Really?
No. LaJuan says, loving the sports segment. Y'all go ahead, fellas. Jay and Mundo, loving it, brothers. Mm-hmm.
Oh, please. Because you know you a part of it. You can't wait till Friday so you can be in it too. Uh-huh. Yeah, let me take a guess, Jay. I bet you on Friday we're going to have a whole bunch of those cup games again.
Yeah.
Like 18 games in one night. Like, God damn.
Tuesday and Friday.
Boy.
Before we continue.
Tomorrow too?
Tomorrow too?
Yeah, every Tuesday, Friday. And I kind of hate it because on the sports app that I use, it just says NBA Cup game. You know, but when I'm looking at it tonight, it gives me the scores with the people who's done what. So that's why I'm able to read it off quicker and let you know what's going on.
I like that. Fast pace. It's beautiful.
Yeah, nice. Here's some Lawan shade for you, Triple J. He says the dog angry. He's definitely going to eat your charger and your mask.
My dog is a girl.
Girl.
She's
a she.
Yeah.
It's a lady.
She's a lady. Don't get her confusings. It's a woman's.
She gonna cuss you out next.
Yep, she just turned 5 yesterday too.
Oh, the dog's birthday.
Dog's birthday.
She gonna be on birthday shout outs this week.
Birthday shout out.
So
There you
got
go.
some pictures of her.
Birthday shout out. Y'all definitely want to tune in on Friday. Man, listen, this week's birthday is huge. It's a huge birthday
Already?
week this week. Yeah.
On Monday.
Well, because when I do the birthdays, I take a peek at the next week. So this is a heavy week.
Is it as long as that list that you had for like almost 10 minutes?
Like 20 people.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. I don't think it's that big, but it comes close. It comes real close.
Okay.
All right, so let's continue. Speaking of birthdays and celebrations, guess what, fellas? Next week, Monday, is the New Day. New Day's Day. Where we officially celebrate 10 years of the New Day. So they put together this nice little video package, and then we're going to link up with the New Day. Let's take a listen.
Next Monday, it's a new day. Yes, it is. Don't you dare be sour. Join us as we celebrate a decade of positivity with your boys.
They love showing their butt, don't they?
Hop in your new
They
day
used to, yeah.
time machine as we feel the power of your 11 times WWE Tag Team Champions. Dust off the trombones and unicorn horns and pour
So they
yourself a
twerked
big bowl of
and had bootios, brown bootios.
Yeah.
because it was sure
It's good shit.
Man, Bootios was sold out, bro. Anytime I got available, it was sold out in seconds.
Of course.
And then I tried to get one at WrestleMania that year.
I bet you did.
First
I
thing
was about
sold
to
out.
say, where'd you get bootios from?
I was only able to get the socks.
The past couple of months, man.
Gorilla.
Let's squash
And
it.
the mic wasn't working.
Mike was
man,
working.
you're
Womp
I
womp.
love you too. And I really am proud of everything we've accomplished over this past decade. I mean that, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been awesome.
Bro, 10-year anniversary next week.
Bro.
It's going to be the greatest
cool.
night in our career, man.
Yeah, no doubt. But right now, let's go out there and show them what the new day is all about, baby. There we go. Yes, we go. Come on, H.
Come on, H. He told Triple H.
Oh, I wish I could call my boss like that. That's what I'm waiting. That's what I'm waiting for.
Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world famous 11-time tag team champs and feel the power. Like
Can
that.
you imagine that pop?
Yo,
That's going to be a loud pop too.
It's so missed.
That pop would be amazing if he were to do that. I'm telling you, we need that in our lives right now.
They
We
just
really
showed a whole
need it.
commercial with Big E in it, so it's like it's so weird.
Right. He has to be there next week. There's no
hope
way that they're gonna have the celebration without him. I'm telling you, if he is not there next week, I'm not doing the show. If Big E's not gonna be there, then I'm not gonna be here. How about that?
So
That's
you're gonna just
ridiculous.
It's just gonna be me and Jay.
It's just gonna be you and Jay, just like
Like Jay, you're far away tonight.
Hey.
I'm over there. Yeah, I'm over there. There you go.
yeah, I would just disappears. All right, so let's talk about the New Day. Let's talk about the New Day. This is a tag team match number 4. The New Day versus Alpha Academy.
Yeah, man. And I love the energy that the New Day came out with. They just squashed their beef in the back. Everybody's happy. They look good. I mean, even though they haven't matched attire in a long time, but it looks similar. It's kind of similar to each other, just different colors. And power positivity is back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy. They look happy. They're ready to go. And the match begins. We get in there. And right off rip, these two just start arguing because they can't decide on who's going to actually start the match. And then eventually, Xavier Woods, he goes outside, and we're about to start the match. Kofi's ready, and then he tags him out right off the rip. Ah, boy, it's ugly. Meanwhile, Otis is just standing there watching, and then he just lays them both out, squashes them, and I'm just like, what the hell? They fell apart that fast? They were worse than what do you call it? Carmen and Ashante, right? And it just was bad. We got a caterpillar from Otis to Kofi. I don't remember what happened to Woods. I looked away and looked back, and he was just laying on the ground. But next thing you know, Otis tags into Zawa, which is embarrassing as hell, and he goes to the top rope and does that. Basically, what do you call it? That senton splash from the top, where he gets a lot of air. By the way, he jumps really high, and because it takes him a long time to come down. Splashed Woods, got the 1, 2, 3, and Alpha Academy got out of there. They won, and I was just like, well, goddamn, that was fast as hell. Jay, you didn't see the match, right?
No, I didn't.
Did you see anything after that either?
No, I didn't see the after.
So Shane, we got our single camera shot of the night because the camera was following the New Day because these two were cursing each other out, leaving the ring. Like, what the hell is that? Why didn't you listen to me? You don't listen to me. And Shane O'Mac on your production.
I'm glad you said that because I was going to start when they was in the ring, but you mentioned so you saved us some time.
Let Jay see it because he didn't see it.
Oh, so Jay, you didn't see any of this awesome bean footage?
He didn't see nothing.
I missed that entire footage, everything.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, so I tell you what, we're in the ring. This is after the Barrel Long Ring to have Alpha Academy. They're our winners. So here's the aftermath.
Awkward anniversary, isn't it? Are we gonna get there?
You let me start. What are you talking about, man? Bro, I told you I let me start. I was in there. Why you tag me out? Get out of the ring. Get out of the ring.
Listen to this.
Hey, man.
The conflict, the
Where
friction.
you going, bro? Come on.
What do you think I'm doing? If I call the play, run the play. What are you standing there? Looking at me like a deer in headlights. Run the damn play, Cole.
Why would you tag in right there?
Because if I'm running the play, I'm starting the match.
That's not the play you call.
You cannot listen, Kofi. That's your problem. That's your problem. You think you're bigger than everybody else.
Two guys who hate each other.
Said you can't listen, Kofi.
Why would you
Single camera shot.
Why would you even listen to me? What are you talking about? What is this, man?
What the hell was that out there? You're wrestling like garbage. Are you gonna help me at some point?
I'm wrestling like if I was garbage, what were you? You talking about help you? Have I not done everything but help you? That's all I've ever done. Did I not give you my Intercontinental title shot a couple weeks ago for you? Matter of fact, when you were King of the Ring, I was on bended knee flooding your damn cake. I did that for you. And what did you do with those opportunities, by the way? You fumbled the title shot and you fumbled the crown. There's a reason that E and I never let you call the shots, man. Because you're too reckless out there, man. You take too many unnecessary risks.
Unnecessary risks
out there.
Shut up! Talk for a second.
Woo!
Unnecessary risk. I remember when you were too terrified to take any kind of risk, and that's exactly why you couldn't get a shot at the heavyweight championship until I came along. And I took those risks for you, Kofi. I'm the reason you became champion.
You're the reason. Boom! I was a Hall of Famer when you met me. That's why you asked me to be a part of this group, not the other way around. Don't you ever forget that.
Oh, man.
And you, of all people, shouldn't be talking about championships and titles because last time I checked, you still haven't won a single championship by yourself, now have you? Do you know why you have never been a world champion like me and like E? It's because you have not been good enough. And that is not my my fault.
Oh man, do they not know the camera's on?
Good enough, huh? I was good enough to fight for you, wasn't I? I was good enough to take your beatings for you, wasn't I? I was good enough to believe in you, wasn't I? Just like they believed in you. And what did we do with that belief? We turned it into Kofi Mania and we handed it to you. And what did you do with that, Kofi? You pissed it away on a silver platter in 6 seconds to Brock Lesnar.
This is the first time they let him say pissed.
God.
Wow.
If I was what, Kofi? If I was somebody else, you'd finally get mad.
Messy. The whole audience, they are messy as hell.
Brother. See you at the anniversary.
That feels like the cliff's edge of a relationship.
Man, Jay, now you see why I was messaging all those messages like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't.
Oh shit. Oh, like, cause it was just one jab and after the other, I'm like, my God.
Yes, help me.
Now tell me why you don't like me.
Help me, please.
Oh, that was literally like the best segment they've ever had.
That's why
best.
Shane said that.
That's why I said that. That was the best promo they have ever had. Ever.
But like,
ever.
Oh, they waited all this time?
Is that the double switch? Well, is that the double turn that you guys were hinting at? Like maybe both of them would go heel.
Let me tell you something. They were both coming from the gut. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like some stuff that they had, like way in the back there in the Rolodex.
Yeah, bro.
Waiting for the moment to let it out, and that was it.
I mean, Kofi's most ruthless thing is like, I was a Hall of Famer when you met me.
Mm-hmm.
You asked me to be a part of this with you. Like, bro, that's fucked up. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But then he was even by mentioning the Brock thing. Because that was...
We did all that for you in 6 seconds. It's over. Like,
he said you
because I remember that. We was pissed when that happened.
Yo, they never used the word piss.
I was pissed. That was a horrible week. A lot of stuff happened that week, but that was the top thing that happened. That week sucked because of so many things happening. That was the top. What a promo.
That was a hell of a promo by the New Day. I mean, cinema. That's what I'm like, did these guys not realize the camera's right there? It followed them the whole way. Y'all just airing out all the dirty laundry, and y'all don't hear the audience because the audience is just as bad. They was instantly like, ooh.
Fight.
Nah, I think I might actually watch that back once we come off the air because that was some good shit. Literally good stuff like that. Because I mean, man.
And shout out to both of them, to both Kofi and Woods for doing that so seamlessly. It was no hiccups, no loss of lines or stuttering. Like it was perfect again.
Sure.
It almost sounds as if they was like really upset and just throwing all of these nuggets at each other.
But that's Triple H. That's his coaching. I can see him standing there with them and like, yo, man, just give it everything, because it sounds like him. It sounds like him, how he used to be when he would be mad, I mean, taking cheap shots at his partners, whether it be DX or Legacy or whatever. Not Legacy, Evolution.
Evolution. Oh, Lawan. Let's say Big E announces he's clear to wrestle, and they decide to jump him on the reunion.
They would jump him because he's clear to wrestle? Why?
I'm not touching it.
Nah.
Why would they beat him up?
To me, I feel if Big E comes back, he's coming back to turn them both heel. The way the group originally started, as bad guys.
Wait a minute, the New Day originally started as bad guys?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There was a group nobody liked, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
They were bad in the beginning.
They were bad, and that's why nobody didn't like them at first.
They were heels because everybody thought that like everything about it was just like, but they found a way to spin it
and turn it into positive stuff.
That doesn't make. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. They started. They very first time they started out as heels with the whole gospel singers and everything. The whole amped up before they even came out. Because remember, they had the whole video thing as an intro before they officially came out. They had the whole gospel singers. The song. This theme song.
But that was because the same way Devon Dudley had his character. He was like a church character, but he wasn't a good guy. He was a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And but it just went a different way. Remember Big E? Big E wasn't a good guy. He was with AJ Lee. Yeah, AJ and Dolph Ziggler. He wasn't a good guy. He was bad.
Right. But then wasn't he starting to go towards the good, when AJ turned him down? Remember, he tried to holler at AJ because he was getting feelings for her. And she turned him down, hurt his feelings. And they was going to separate him from that group. And he was about to get written off, but CM Punk saved him. It's a whole thing where he talks about CM Punk saving his career. For CM Punk gave him a match, and that match literally catapulted him.
And then they latched on to Kofi.
Mm-hmm. Because Kofi was the lone good guy.
Mm-hmm.
So when they did, Kofi was in the situation with Montez Ford and the Street Profits when. Try to turn them one way, but couldn't do it to him. So they went with the good guy stick,
You could have sworn they started off good.
Nah, they were
with
bad.
With the choir and everybody singing.
It was a play on.
That's why Kofi told him. That's why Kofi told him the way he told him. He said, "Look, when you came to me, I was already a Hall of Famer." He let it be known.
Right. He was the good Jamaican guy. Who eventually lost his Jamaican accent. Yeah, I remember that.
He meant behind the scenes, not in front of the camera. Like you literally came to me behind the scenes because you wasn't getting over.
Right.
After you came up from NXT.
Mm-hmm. You came from NXT, TNA.
What are you looking at me like that for, Shane?
You froze on us for a second. On TNA. Xavier's character, he dressed like he was Apollo Creed. And his name was Consequence Creed.
Oh. Yeah, he needed saving. He definitely needed saving.
I'm sorry, I can't
somebody over there trying to pretend. See that, and that's why your ass really freezes in real life because you want to sit there and act up. You want to act up.
The next thing you know, she disappears.
Right. Facial expression, Shane.
Yeah, the next thing you know, he really freezes. He really freezes, and then we're like, well, no.
It's whenever I leave out of the middle, huh?
Oh, is that what that is? I have no problem sitting over there. So
I said me. Whenever I leave, come to Jay side. You're pointing this way. Jay, you're over there.
Well, I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna take your seat tomorrow. I'm gonna see what happens when I take your seat tomorrow.
No, then the whole show's gonna stop.
No, come on.
All right. Speaking of show, there was a promo right after this featuring Mundo's homie, the Miz.
The goat.
Mm-hmm. The goat.
Guys, the Whites are here. They're here. I saw them outside, and they're... Did they see you?
British are coming.
No. Okay. So if they want to play games, then we'll play a game.
Who was that?
Who was that? Said last week, I don't
Paul
want you
Revere,
to
right?
You're going to stay here.
Yeah.
You're staying out of danger.
Yep. Thank you,
Maybe
Beastie
I should
Boys.
stay here too. Okay, so we're doing that.
Yeah. That was a good idea, Miz. Protect the lady.
This looks real good there.
Mm-hmm. Scarlet Witch.
Oh, nice. No, I was being fast. So yeah, there was a commercial after that little flash thingamajig, and then we're back from commercial and we're with the Miz again. That's what happened.
They were out there. I am not lying. I swear. It's just. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Have you seen Truth? No, but beat him up on my behalf. Listen, you gotta stop wasting your time with these shallow friends. We dropped the lights before. Next time we see them, we're just gonna drop them again. Okay?
That was his 1 minute promo.
Hey, what? Knock.
It's true.
Babe.
She might be getting addressed.
Right.
Whoa, what's going on here? Hey, hey. Whoa.
Motherfucker, you left me alone.
Who did this? Who did this? Who did this? Who did this?
The hell?
Nikki
Who else would do it?
Nikki
All right. We'll get him back.
It's Jay.
We'll get him back.
Everyone has something to lose on the mirror lipstick. You think this adds to the story? The fact that that she gets attacked?
Dum dum dum.
Oh, was that my cue? To be continued.
See, tuned, you know what's crazy? Yeah. Remember last week when I said that I think this made, Carrion important again? Well, not again, but relevant in Final Testament in general. I saw other people saying that too, because like that promo last week, the promo video was really, really good and people really enjoyed it. It was like, this is like the best thing he's done all year. So, and they gave it to the Miz. It's because of the Miz. They was like, this was a perfect pairing. And I expect more cinema. And I forgot who it was earlier that said that the Wyatts aren't being pushed. They got 2 segments back to back.
Yeah.
That
and
whole thing is about them.
Well, for now, maybe we will see more of Wyatt now that this situation happened. That'll give them more reason to want to press on the Wyatts even more because, you just, like this dude's wife, like that's not just, she's not just part of the crew. Like that's his woman. Like, who did this?
But Nikki got her licks back. Remember, Scarlett beat her up when they had that little melee in the ring. Scarlett, they were fighting, and Scarlett beat her up.
Okay.
She laid her out.
Okay. And you think that's it? You think he's just going to let that pass because?
Oh no! I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying like it's a reason why you got attacked tonight. You ain't no innocent mother effer.
No,
you put hands on me.
Right. Right. I mean, it's fair on both sides, but with the fact that they already don't like these guys because of what they've done before, and now you add this to the pot.
But that's the Miz fault, though. Miz started all of this way back in Yonder, right, Jay?
He sure did.
I think we're boring Jay.
We sure are.
Jay has his hand. He's stretched out.
No,
he's stretched out, chilling.
This chair's uncomfortable.
Well, maybe this segment right here would cheer you up, Triple J, and maybe it'll cheer up a lot of people out there because, as we know, we are about to start this whole tournament. I think they already started the tournament for the U.S., the new women's United States champion on SmackDown. So right after that came out, actually before that came out, everybody was talking about how there should be a mid-card title for the women's besides the U.S. title. Ladies and gentlemen.
Right. We've been bitching and moaning about it for a whole year.
You've been asking for it, which is a fair request. Being that the women are doing amazing this year. Here you go.
Continental Championship has been a beacon of opportunity in WWE. It has been the symbol of excellence for the real workhorses of our sport, those that night in and night out unquestionably leave it all in the ring. Guys, I feel the same way about the women's division of Monday Night Raw.
This happened earlier today. That's why he sounds
they pour
choppy.
their heart, their blood, sweat, and tears into their craft, and every week they prove to me time and again that they are the true workhorses in WWE.
Facts.
Therefore, it is my distinct honor to present their own symbol of excellence to fight for. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the brand new WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Ooh, nice. That is pretty.
It will not be earned easily, no. It will be earned with blood, sweat, and tears. And it starts next week when we begin a tournament to crown the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. That is official.
When is the final?
That is pretty.
So there's no tournament date scheduled?
It's probably going to be on a random Raw. Or it might be the Raw on Netflix. Need a championship, right?
Mm-hmm. Is it too late for it to be? Is it too late to be on the main event?
That'll be corny as hell.
Why? The U.S. title is going to be there.
They had nothing else.
Well, it's just them and Cody. So far, it's those two matches that we know of, which is Cody versus KO for. Is that a title match?
Yeah.
Right. That's a title match. And then we're going to have our first ever women's U.S. title. Why not put this with them? It'd be a real ladies' night.
Nah, I think it would fit better on Netflix. The first 3-hour Raw, they got to go big.
They're already going big. They got Travis Scott. They have Travis Scott. Not only is he appearing, but he's doing the theme song.
That's beautiful, but wrestling-wise, they need something. That's huge.
There's supposed to be a lot of surprises there, so we'll see. 3 hours, a lot can happen. A lot better happen. 3 hours. 3 hours on Netflix.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get almost every title defended that night from Raw.
You think so?
Yeah. It's 3 hours.
Well, the inaugural, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
That's wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
Main event by the women.
Wouldn't be mad at that at all. And they're going to show out. Definitely going to show out. Pull all the stops for this. It's supposed to be huge.
Yeah.
Big.
Put Lash in this tournament, please.
They say that, there's a whole list of people that they're saying that they're accusing of doing what they did to Jay Cargill. Even Naomi is on part of that list. She's on that list. Charlotte's on that list. Lash is on that list.
I told y'all Friday I thought it was Lash. Remember, like I said to Jay, she was literally, and then I also added Piper to my list because the two people she's been feuding with the most right now are those two. Like legitimately feuding with them. And of course, obviously Liv and Raquel. But, they've been in a whole, fatal four-way. They've been in one-on-ones and as far as tag teams. Piper and Raquel messed up one of their matches. But yeah. I mean, the beef between Lash and her is real. And I wouldn't be surprised. Even though Lash seems to be entering into the Women's North American Championship tournament or whatever they're going to do. Oh, the Iron Survivor. The Iron Survivor, that's what it is.
Well, there's still, because Jade was supposed to be in that, so there's a vacancy on both that and the women's, this whole War Games here. There's still that fifth person that needs to fill that spot.
Right.
So who can it be? So speaking of the women's War Game, we have Nia Jax and her crew. They're backstage before her main event match against Bianca Belair.
Team Liv.
Is that what it is? Team Liv?
It's Team Liv versus Team Liv.
All right, guys, listen. As far as I'm concerned, War Games is over. They're down Jade, thanks to whoever took her out. And tonight, I don't even care if I beat Bianca Belair. It's about squashing Bianca Belair.
Two of the top
so we have
women
the
champions.
5-3 going in Saturday, okay?
Love it.
All right, I'm gonna go do this.
Get it. Good luck. Squash her. It's gonna do so good. Oh yeah. I'm on.
Interesting.
They were
Interesting
just
shot.
feuding.
Right, they literally were just feuding, and now they're like,
go get that.
Right, like is that how deep the hate is for your enemy, that you're willing to be friends and cool with an enemy that doesn't have as heavy as a static? Like they're basically saying, you know what, Jay, I understand that we have our differences, but you see this guy over here, between you and me, you and I, we hate him more than we hate each other. Why don't we get together, figure out a way to get rid of this guy?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Enemy is my friend. We get another guy, maybe like Tyler, or maybe Christopher, or maybe Chris, to fill in this seat here for Mundo.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But you remember what Nia said to Liv on Friday? She said, I don't care about you. You know, I don't like you, but I don't care about you. Like, so whatever.
Right.
So I guess this is mutual, and I guess, like you said, bad guys can work together even better when, like you said, they have a common enemy.
Yeah. That was a very interesting promo that she had cut. She was like, yeah, I don't like you, but I don't hate you. But I just don't think about you.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
I was like, wow.
Not even on my mind. Like,
yeah,
whatever.
you know, it's like, I don't think of you at all. However, she was talking about, who was she talking about? She was talking about Liv. She was like,
yeah.
She said, her I think about, because she wanted to crush you. So it's like, that's like a bad reason for me to be on someone's thoughts. Like, I wouldn't want to. Would you want to be in someone's thought like that?
Jay, control your girl, man. Where's the leash that you have? Get her back on the leash, man.
Control your girl? Is that what you just said?
Mm-hmm. She is out of line.
You said control your girl, get her back on the leash.
She a big girl. She know what to do.
No shit.
Dude, you know what that sounds like if you were to just grab this clip and say that? Like, sure, we know what you're talking about, but somebody coming in is like, what did he just say?
Nobody's gonna have the balls to do that. I challenge.
What did that misogynist person just say? Did he just say put her on the leash?
I see kids on leashes every day. Get over here, people.
Well, that's different. That's different. You be hinking.
Get over here.
What about the daycares when they have like a group of 20 of them?
Right.
In the same positions.
It's okay to have a leash.
I couldn't do it.
Gotta bring them back in.
They're so adorable, though. They're so adorable. All right. I'm playing this. I'm playing that sound because it leads us to our final, after all of these promos, a final promo for tonight. It's the bloodline. The bloodline.
For more games.
We got the W.
5. And man, I gotta give credit to the man himself, the former tribal chief, Mr. Roman Reigns.
Former.
Caught us off guard Friday. That was a good one. It was. You got the wise man back. You got CM Punk on your side. Roman, you know what? That was a good one. This one is dedicated to you. Guess what? You earned it. Boys, he had a good one, right? Well, guess what, Roman? That's the only one you're gonna get. You took your best shot. Now it's my turn. This Friday, Jey Uso versus my enforcer, Jacob Fatu. The winner of the match gets the advantage into War Games. Now, Roman, I don't care if you have 4 people by your side. Hell, you can even have 100, but you still won't have the advantage. because I'm the tribal chief. And I acknowledge my bloodline over yours. See you at WARGAMES.
Oh, that means we won't see him
Man,
Friday.
listen.
That means we're not seeing him Friday if he's saying that.
Oh, we're gonna see him on Friday.
Do we need to see him? We're going to get Jacob. That's all we need is Jacob.
He gonna go by there. He gonna go out there by himself.
Oh, and shout outs to Thomas Tunga. He had a something happened with his lip. I don't know if you guys saw the footage.
Yes.
Something happened with his lip, and he was even with the thing at his lip, he was still with the whole thing.
I think I seen it. He got kicked in the face by Jay, or was it Jimmy? One of them. Whoever he was fighting kicked him. They kicked him straight in the face.
And he was still talking while getting the stitches in his mouth. I'm like, shit, don't you ever shut up?
Or was it the GTS? Because he got dropped. He got dropped by Punk also. Remember, him and One Eye Joe got speared, and he got the GTS. I could see the GTS doing that to him.
You got me, bub. I didn't see it. So if you say it happened,
it was either one of those two things. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see them Friday. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are at our final match, the main event. And it's with the ladies. Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax J. Your girl. Why don't you talk about it and then we'll know to follow?
Well,
Jay can have all the time.
I'm going to say it like this. Why did we have SmackDown ladies on a Monday Night Raw main event? That's the first thing that got me.
You know what? That did not even cross my goddamn. That did not cross my mind. You're right. Oh shit!
Exactly. That's the first shit I said. I said, nah.
Right? They could have just did this on Friday.
Exactly. Like, this match made no sense to having it tonight. I was like, nah.
And it was the main event of Raw.
Could have picked a different person to fight. You know, it could have been Rhea against Bianca, the when they stared at each other. I would have.
But they're on the same team.
Oh, my bad.
They're the same team.
My bad. Oops.
It would have been Io Sky versus somebody.
Right.
I'll take that.
Io Sky would have been good against Candice or
Tiffy.
Right.
Yeah, I would have understood that because they're on separate shows. But when they're on the same show, it's like I'm looking at this match like these women are not gonna do everything that we want them to do within this match, because we gotta kind of think to the back of our minds like, who's gonna interfere, who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that, and you know there was one move where Bianca took Nia from the top of the ropes and bench pressed her. Like, that's ridiculous. To lift her over your head like that and just walk and dip, dip, you know, with the drop. And also we got a Samoan drop on the announcer's table, and the table didn't break, so I wanted it to break.
Nia had to get on it.
Man, she should have did it, but hey. Also, Bayley interfered in this one. Bayley's trying to get on her good side to try to be that, you know, giddy, and made them win. And Bianca actually won the match.
The what?
I didn't understand what he the giddy?
Goody.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Okay. Now go. Goody.
Yeah, I was
okay.
saying Bayley's trying to be goody on her side based off of what we saw on Friday and the week before.
Okay.
You know, because all Bayley's been trying to do the entire time is just show her good side. The same thing that Naomi was saying earlier.
She's changed.
Right. But it seems like, with a girl like Bianca doesn't see that. But Bianca better see it after this one. Because she surely ran in the ring so quick and finished.
But Jay, make it make sense though. How is she so pissed at? I get it. She's pissed at Bailey because she was the leader, but she's like, "Oh, EO, you cool." Didn't EO beat her for the championship?
She did.
Right, but the way she was kind of talking to EO too, I was like, you're telling her no to Kyrie, and I don't like damage control and such.
That's understanding, but I mean, she doesn't treat her like how she treats Bailey. As if EO wasn't a part of the whole thing. Like EO literally, Bailey lost to her God knows how many times, but EO beat her multiple times.
Bananas.
And they gave her the WWE Women's Championship right after she beat Bianca. Remember, she beat Bianca for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then he turned around the next week and gave her the WWE Women's Championship. And you're mad at Bailey. Right.
She's mad at the wrong person.
Yeah.
Literally mad at the wrong person because she's gonna take it out on everybody who's trying to be on her side. That's what That's what I'm kind of getting from Bianca, based off of what we had saw earlier. Anybody who wants to help her, she's not gonna want to accept it. She's gonna be like, "Man, so."
She's been shading Bailey for like 6 months. Bailey turned good after WrestleMania, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, she did when she won the title, and then ever since then, it's just been shade after shade, especially when Naomi came back. Matter of fact, Naomi was a part of WrestleMania. So yeah, it's been shade since.
And we know how the relationship goes between Naomi and Bailey. So it's like, to me, I want to see what happens at War Games and with Naomi, and whose side does she take? Does she take Bailey's side or does she take Bianca's side? That's gonna. It'll be a shocker if she took took Naomi's side. Bianca's side. That would create so much right there. And this was something I always said about Bailey. The heel side of Bailey reminds me of, like, she's a female, to me, like a female Seth. And, the laugh, the evil shit, she was always like, that's what I would want from her.
The way she used to get on Michael. I like that. I miss that. It was so funny to me.
I don't see it, though. This girl was a heel for 5 years, and she's been a good girl, or a baby face for what, a few months? For her to turn heel that fast? Why?
She's a tweener.
She's not a tweener. She has not done anything bad. She's been on the good side of everything since she got kicked out of Damage Control. But she has not done anything bad. She really hasn't.
She's trying. She's trying her best to keep it in.
Luan asks, didn't they take the tag titles from Damage Control?
No, the first time.
I was about to say.
I would think the first time, but not the second time.
But that was Asuka and Kairi Sane, right? They were the tag champions.
The Asuka Damage Control.
Bro. See? Talking about Asuka. That's my choice to have done something to Jade Cargill. She's my sleeper on all of this because her last match was against Bianca. And why not? What?
Isn't today Monday?
It's Tuesday.
I thought you said you were going to talk about that on Friday.
Yeah, I said her name. Her name was mentioned. I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it. Her name was mentioned.
Really? Nobody would have known that. He said, "Ooh, this is the perfect time right now."
Yeah.
Right now.
Thank you for the time. Thank you for the 2 seconds.
No, I'm weak at you, Jay, because he had me in suspense the whole fucking weekend, and then I say one thing, and he's like, "Yeah, that's my big right there." I'm like, wait, what? You said Friday? I'm weak. Jay.
Ugh. J.
By the way, ladies and
No
gentlemen,
secret.
by the way, the Brooklyn Nets won the game 128-120 over the Golden State Warriors, and the Oklahoma City Thunder won the game 130-109 over the Sacramento Kings. All games are now final. That is the NBA for tonight.
Let's go Nets.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is our Monday Night Raw recap show. So we have to ask that 3 bells question. What is your match and or moment of the night? We're going to start with that guy over there, Mundo. And then I'm going to follow. And then we're going to end with several hours from now, our Tuesday night NXT Hills Triple J.
Yes, sir. It was hard for me to find a match of the night tonight because these matches were all weird. I mean, again, I think we all should catch on, with the exception of the last match, which Jay astutely reminded us that this was technically a SmackDown main event. Most of the go-home episodes of anything of Raw, SmackDown are comprised of people who aren't a part of the pay-per-view that's coming up that week. So it was so hard to actually pick a match. So I have 2. Match 1A of the night for me is Ludwig versus Braun Breaker. Only reason why I didn't give it the solid match of the night is because of the finish. It didn't finish. So I enjoyed the toughness of Ludwig. This dude could have easily folded to Braun after that first belly to belly over the head suplex that he got out the corner in the beginning of the match, but he didn't. He kept fighting. He kept slapping the hell out of Braun. And then I'm going to go with match number 3, the World Tag Title match. And that's only because of what we got out of the War Raiders. You know, even in defeat, we got a lot out of them. They looked like the better team in this match to me. Again, I'm not surprised by what we've seen from Ivar. We're very aware of what he can do because he had to carry the Viking Raiders name for months on his own. And Eric, this wasn't your match tonight, but I believe the match before that he had a lot of offense in that match. So shout outs to the War Raiders. Those are my matches of the night. And my moment of the night was that backstage with Kofi and Xavier Woods. Oh my gosh, that promo. Best thing that we got tonight overall. If that could have been match of the night, that would have been match of the night for me and moment of the night. But yep, those are my matches of the night and moment of the night.
Cool. I'm going to agree with you, Mundo. My match of the night, well, one of the 2 matches you picked was match number 3, Judgment Day versus War Raiders. Like I said, Mundo will tell you, since they were the Viking Raiders, I always love these 2 when they're together, these 2 big meaty guys, when they're in the ring and they're doing their thing. I just love to see they do their thing. They never disappoint, including tonight. They were ripped off. Talk about a temporary layoff, rip off. That was that tonight. Damn it, Judgment Day, they had to cheat in order to keep their titles, which I understand on their half, but War Raiders should have won. My moment of the night, I have 2. Of course, the Reed session from Kofi and Woods. Man, that's just pure poetry. Poetry for the shade and the read. You want to read somebody? You want to shade somebody? Look back at that promo. And my other moment was seeing the new Women's IC Championship. I didn't think I was going to see it so soon. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't think I was going to see it so soon. That is my match, Mundo, and those are my moments, Jay, of the night.
Okay. My match of the night, I'm going to go with match number 2, Kaiser versus Braun Breaker. Just because we had that little ouchie moment during that match, and the gut buster that Breaker did was bananas.
Mm-hmm.
It was sick. It was one of the hardest ones I've ever seen. And I got 2 moments of the night. One would be the same one you guys both said with the New Day. That was pure cinema. And my other one will be that Finn Balor segment with Judgment Day.
Oh yeah.
And the way Dom is looking, Dom is ready to snap any moment. And that's what I said. I can't wait for Dominic's babyface side. The crowd is gonna go from booing him to loving him. And that's to me gonna be so bananas when that happens. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my match and moment of the night.
You know, Jay, it's interesting that you mentioned Rey Mysterio. You know I'm about to say it, right?
Well, I was going to talk about Dom. I was going to talk about Dominic.
What did I say? Rey Mysterio? No, I meant Dom. But you know what? I have a feeling you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
But this is your show, so you go ahead and say it.
You're my guest, so hit it.
Really? Okay. I didn't mean to steal the moment, but yeah, I saw today that Dominic. I told you to take it. You threw it back at me.
I didn't mean to steal the moment.
I didn't know. This is we're on the same Capricorn, same frame with. But yeah, Dominic made it to the number 1 spot in wrestlers under 30. The list that was crafted today, man. I mean, but he's a heel. He is a heel, true heel, and he doesn't even have to do much. But right now, shout outs to that man, because that progression that we've seen from when he first started with his dad to now, he doesn't even need his dad anymore.
He went from being so quiet and having 0 moves to having a backbone and 3 or 4 moves.
And women. Bro, I mean, like today, he didn't even have to say anything in that promo.
Just the look
But
alone.
you still felt it. You felt him and his, I think it was the mustache. It was the mustache. The mustache just it was just. Yeah, it was like he didn't have to say nothing. Nothing.
That's it.
Just looked at Finn like, yeah, you talking a whole bunch of bullshit. Fuck you.
Whatever.
Word. Like that, you just see it. Hilarious.
Do you feel when he does turn babyface that the cheering is going to be twice as loud than the booing?
It has to, but it got to be something really, really worth it. Right now, he's still in the doghouse with everybody because of how he did Rhea. And as long as she still has this whole feud with Liv, the fans are not going to go with him. He's going to have to betray Liv in order for the fans to be like, okay, all right, we see you.
Right.
We saw that. Take it under consideration.
We'll think about it.
Right.
I mean, I see him turning his back or doing something. However, I want him to stay as a bad guy. I don't want him to be a good guy, but I want us to like him as a bad guy the way we like Gunther as a bad guy.
Right.
Don't be good.
The evolvement of these guys.
I think I already like Dom.
Right. I like Dom as a bad guy. He's definitely has grown on me.
All he has to do is turn on Liv and date Raquel. Boom.
Raquel's not his type, is he?
Nah.
But then again, Rhea was his type.
She's like 6'1", 6'2". She's taller than him.
So what? He likes to be right. He likes to be dominated by the women.
Thus the name Dom.
Oh boy, that was a good one, Shane. That was a good one right there. You son of a bitch, you.
That's a good way for us to say interesting show tonight, Raw show tonight. I guess it's a cool way to lead us into our Survivor Series Saturday. Yeah.
We still don't know who the 5th member is. It could be Bailey.
Could be. It's not official yet.
But then who makes the decision though? Before I know we're gonna go, but Rhea didn't give a shit, and she's the leader. And then Bianca was like, "Well, y'all decide because I'm gonna be out here doing this." So it's like, it's between Naomi and Io.
It seemed like Bianca just gave Rhea the captaincy.
Right.
But I mean,
is a team,
and she's the type of person that takes charge anyway. So I totally see her picking.
It's never her team though, because I mean, Rhea walked in there as like the boss, and we know it's Team Liv. Like, got to be Team Rhea. She ain't feuding with Bianca.
I think we'll see Friday on your show. I think it would be answered on your show.
I think I'll be half asleep on my show. I'll be full.
Man,
I think all three of us will be full.
Speak for yourself. I'm not eating like that on Thursday.
I won't. I have to work on Thursday. I said Friday. When I'm home on Friday. I can make like 2 plates. One for breakfast, one for lunch.
So you're going to be home just eating. Well, that's what usually happens on Fridays. You eat the leftovers, a whole bunch of leftovers that you got to get rid of.
Right. Shit, for me, it might be first time. There's been so much I'm going to be able to eat at 7 o'clock at night when I get home.
Beep. It's too much for me. Anyway, everybody, we are going to press that big blue button. It's actually a blue button.
Press it.
Press it right now.
Press it.
And that's the bell, folks. You've been listening to the Three Bells Podcast with your hosts, Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Bringing the thunder from the ring straight to your speakers. Remember, the conversation doesn't end here. Keep the conversation going in the comments. And follow us on our socials to get the latest scoop on WWE events and behind-the-scenes action. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and above all, stay tuned for more hot takes, news, and the world of wrestling. Expect the unexpected. See you on the next show, the Three Bells Podcast.
This must be Mundo.
This song.
This is the theme song for Fatal Influence. This is a faction, a women's faction, who we'll see tomorrow or later today on NXT. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight for our Monday Night Raw recap show. Thanks to everybody that left messages. And for those of you who even stuck in for a second, thank you so much. Maybe next time you'll hang out a little longer with us here at the Three Bells Podcast table. Don't forget, you can catch us every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, all at 10:30 p.m. and sometimes for our PLE watch parties, including the one we're having this Saturday. This Saturday starting at 5:45? 5:45. Thank you. Starts at 5:45 because we're going to do a quick recap and then we're going to watch the show live together at 6 o'clock. Don't forget to check out on our socials right underneath Mundo's chin over there. And say hi. Follow us. Like this video. Get a t-shirt. It's only $25. Show some love for the Three Bells Podcast and wear it proudly on your chest and say it with your chest, the Three Bells Podcast. Yeah. Everybody, again, thank you so much. If we don't see you, have an awesome week. Make those big bags. Have an amazing Thanksgiving Day with you and your family. Be safe. Spend all of that money on Friday, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow or Friday or Saturday. It's me, your homie Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table.
Here we go.
Reminding everybody to laugh hard and love harder and good fight. Good night. Mundo J, take us home.
Day man, he appears.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. Drop it. Thank you once again, Three Bells Podcast. It's your boy Mudo, a.k.a. Mr. A.K.A. himself. And, man, I had a hell of a time with my guys tonight. It started off rough for me, but it got better as we continued the night. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But, again, like Shane O'Mac said, make sure you hop back in here with us in a few hours.
Uh-oh. As soon as he said
NXT Tuesday recap.
Go ahead. You good.
Good?
Go ahead.
Good? Okay.
You good.
I don't know. But what was the last thing I said? Tuesday or NXT? God damn you, Jay. Shut up, Jay. You know what? I'm done. Shane said everything already. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in a few hours. God damn it. Triple J. Hit it.
Yeah, it's your boy, man. In the main event, Triple J now signing off here on YouTube. Join us later on today for our NXT recap show at 10:30. Shout out to everybody that's been listening tonight. There's a long list of names because there's a lot of messages. Thank ya. God bless. Hopefully we see y'all later on. And it's Thanksgiving week, everybody. Let's give thanks and let's keep on giving. I'm out of here.
I love you, CEO.
Yeah.
And as always, no yeet.
He wants to do what? No one wants to
See you guys in a few hours.
No.
See you later. Take care.
Yeah.